surrender to the will of the universe, and you'll be pleasantly surprised with what your spirit team has planned for you. Hi Leo, welcome to your love forecast for the month of August 2023. And of course, we are in your season. So happy birthday to all my Leos watching. Hope you're having a great 2023 so far. Please note this is a general reading, so only take the messages that resonate and leave the rest behind. Okay, I'm going to do a 9-card spread for you today. We'll take a look at your past, present, and future energies when it comes to love. So this is for August 2023 for the sign of Leo. You can watch it for your sun, moon, rising, Venus placements. All right, in the recent past, Leo, you've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, you have the 10 of Cups and you have the 2 of Wands. Okay, interesting. I think these are really positive energies to start out the reading with. In your present energy, so this will be what you'll feel through August. 4 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the 6 of Swords. Okay, really interesting. Transitioning towards, let's look at what the future energies hold for you, Leo. You've got the Magician, manifesting. What are you manifesting? Some amount of stressy. Okay, cool. Stick with me, Leo. Nothing to worry about. I know some people freak out when they see the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. And look, I mean, the 9 of Swords is not very pleasant, but we'll get you some clarifiers and see what's coming in. But okay, let's get into this spread, shall we? So in the recent past, I think you've really stepped it up. I think I'm seeing very bold, very Leo kind of energy, getting a lot of attention, turning heads, spending a lot of time with your loved ones, really focusing on what makes you happy. For some people, this could be friends, family, kids, parents, whatever the case might be, right? Like you've really been either thinking about these things, what makes me happy, or actually acting on them and doing things that make you happy. But also with that sense of, this 2 of Wands is a very dreamy kind of energy. At least right now I'm getting that feeling intuitively that while you've been enjoying yourself and you've been thinking about the things and people, places, situations that make you happy, you've also had this whole kind of questioning sort of approach. And a lot of signs have been getting that. And I'm not surprised because we are in Venus retrograde and a lot of planets are in retrograde. So retrogrades always make us like reevaluate, rethink, reassess, reconsider. This is the kind of energy that I'm picking up on the 2 of Wands. Like some of you, how there's a globe and then like it just feels like you've been thinking that the one wand that you've been carrying for the last few years or the last few months, take it as it resonates, is that the right wand that you really want to be carrying? That's one thing that I'm getting. So there's been a little bit of a reflection and a reevaluation sort of thing happening when it comes to your love life. So it doesn't have to be only romantic love life. It can mean your friendships, colleagues, partnerships, family, relationships, all of that. I think there's been this element of reevaluation around you in the recent past. And it's set you up, in the month of August to then kind of go within, because it's very interesting that the High Priestess is at the center of your reading. So she seems in a very meditative state, connected to her source, receiving downloads from her spirit team, the universe, whatever you consider holy, sacred, or just, like a higher power. Let's put it like that. Because I think there is somewhere that you want to go. And I don't know, that'll mean different things for different people watching, but for some of you, you maybe are contemplating in a very tactile sense, like a relocation, a move, changing up cities, countries, maybe perhaps. And that kind of started maybe in July or the months leading up to August. You've been reflecting a lot about maybe your family home, where you want to live, who you want to live with. I don't know, I'm getting like very deep kind of fundamental life questions you've been kind of immersed in. So in the month of August, I think that energy will continue. You will continue to think about, what makes you truly happy, what makes you come alive, and you want to hold on to those things. And you want to also take a stock check of what are things that you need to pick up your bags and baggage and just move away from and move on from. I'm strongly getting some of you are seriously considering like relocating, like just starting all over again somewhere else. Now, in the context of romantic love, because I know a lot of you are watching for that as well, I think in the recent past, I'm seeing a lot of you being coupled up or being in a very happy, committed partnership, really enjoying that partnership. But there's that twinge of, I don't know, I mean, this is probably not going to resonate with everybody, but I think some of you will connect with this. Like, even though you've been with someone for many years, maybe many decades, there's a bit of that, like, hey, did I actually pick the right person for myself? I've never really gotten that from this card before, but I'm very strongly getting that right now. And for those of you who are single, I think you've been out and about, having fun, meeting new people. Like the Queen of Wands is very nice, bold, happy, like fun kind of energy. And maybe you've called in somebody into your energy, or like, you know, you have a few options in love and you're like talking to a few people, that sort of thing. But I think in the month of August, you'll realize if you have options, which one stands out for you. Because it's a very contemplative kind of energy and you are in your season. So, you know, the sun is in Leo. So it's illuminating a lot of these things, and we'll come to what's happening here in the near future, which can, you know, kind of span out across end of August, early September. Because what this process triggers in you is a sense of, hey, I want to manifest. I want to manifest something bigger, better, grander for myself. And I think for you, this month it goes beyond just love. I think you're contemplating a lot of things around maybe money, career, profession, all of that. And because this is kind of deep for you, it will bring up some level of, you know, uncertainty, which makes you perhaps, you know, lose sleep a few nights. And I mean, that's not such a bad thing, because you're obviously chewing on some big energies here. But what it does for you, and which from my perspective, I think it's positive, is it starts to give you that momentum to come up with a plan. Because the Seven of Swords ultimately is a card of strategy. It's a card of coming up with a plan, figuring out, okay, if this something I need to move away from, what do I move towards? And I'm kind of drawn to the symbolism of the crows and the Six of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and also they're in close proximity to one another. So swords is, you know, all our thoughts being up in our head, contemplating, tossing and turning, thinking about, you know, how things can pan out. But I feel like even though in this card it's depicted as like nighttime, and it's probably the moon, right? The moonlight kind of shining down on him. But I think because the sun is in Leo and you are ruled by the sun will overwhelm all of this and shine light on your path. That's what I'm hearing. Like, your path is opening up for you, Leo. And I think a lot of you watching already know that. You have a really good idea as to what are the things you've been contemplating about, what are things that need to change. In the future, I think you're also manifesting, but I'll just give you one little watch out. Manifestation typically works well when we are connected to our source, like she is in this card, and when we manifest from a clear space. So I think you still, now it depends, right? It depends how you work with this energy through the month of August, and how you know, obviously, because you're very empowered to change these energies. When you watch this reading, you might be like, okay, I'm not really happy with these cards, and I'm not really happy with the anxiety or the uncertainty that showed up, you know, in August or early September. So I'm going to take some different actions and change that up. And that's why I think tarot is so powerful, because it gives you like a bit of a heads up, and you can then see how you want to work with these energies and you know, work them to your advantage. Because you'll be able to manifest whatever it is that you're seeking if you tap into this energy rather than this energy. So this should be a reminder for you that the minute you are connected to source, the minute you ground yourself, you really come from a place of clarity, is when expansion will start to occur this way. But I think obviously we're all human. Some days we'll be really good at doing this, but some days we will be kind of up in our head and tossing and turning. So look, I mean, this is just one of those like watch outs, like have you considered kind of things. I do think that for my single Leos who are watching, you are manifesting a romantic partnership, you're manifesting love. But I would say that maybe just like stick with this energy, sink into your fields and really go deep, really go all in. I think Cancer also got a very similar message, that just go all in. This is your opportunity to, kind of like take a stock check of how far you've come, and whether you want to take the same set of things into the next cycle, or you like to release some of the stuff, because that is very typical of Venus retrograde, because Venus is all about love, luxury, nice things, business, money, assets. So it's a little bit of that reflective kind of energy. And if I were you, I would totally capitalize on this. And if you're single, I would say use August to just get clear. Obviously, like you have free will, you'll know how best to work with these energies. Like, it's totally fine if you're out and about, meeting people, getting to know people, that's all great. But I would say hold off on really like committing to a very serious or very high degree of commitment. I would say I would put that off till about early September, because Venus retrograde ends on September 3rd. But you might meet somebody very interesting in August, but you might decide to just formalize it or make it exclusive and all those things only in September. But, of course, take it as it resonates. All right, so let's look at what is the Six of Swords. I'm immediately drawn to the Six of Swords. What are you transitioning? Okay, see, the Seven of Swords keeps flying out. So there's definitely, and again, we see crows. That's interesting. I've never actually quite noticed that. Even though these decks have very different imagery, this is the Crystal Visions tarot deck. But we're seeing the crows again. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, there you go. You see? I almost feel like your messengers in terms of your spirit team, like they're around you and they're going to help you on this journey. So don't think that you have to do all of this by yourself, Leo. Like, you are supported. The Hermit is here. So see, September is going to be significant. Ace of Pentacles, like a month from now. End of August, September, I think you will have received this wise old, like this wisdom, this age-old wisdom is the phrase that I'm looking for with the Hermit. Could be pulling in a Virgo, like if you're pulling in new energy. Okay, let's look at the Six of Swords. What are you transitioning away from, or likely to transition away from in the month of August? Queen of Pentacles. Some of you are leaving behind a partnership, leaving behind, or even a workplace. Strongly picking up on that, or leaving behind a way of thinking about work, or a way of thinking about commitments, partnerships, relationships. Because Queen of Pentacles is the very resourceful queen. She tends to be the married queen. She tends to be somebody who's very good at working with constraints. But I have a feeling that you want to think bigger. You want to dream bigger than just managing constraints. And you're moving towards the Tower. See, exactly. You want to just be comfortable smashing the Tower on things that no longer work for you, that no longer serve you. And again, the reference to the birds. I really think that you will get a lot of intuitive signals and cosmic downloads in the month of August. So I think you're at your intuitive best. So please pay attention to that, because I think your spirit team is trying to nudge you in the right direction onto your destined path. This is bold. This is bold energy, Leo. Let me be super clear about that. You're moving away from the tried and tested, and you want to move towards disruptive change. You want to change the game. You want to redefine the rules. You want to unleash new boundaries. That's the kind of sense that I'm getting. And this could mean maybe you're walking away from a well-established, long-standing partnership, romantic partnership, work partnership, and moving towards rebuilding. Because a Tower is always an opportunity to smash whatever is not working, whatever's built on a shaky foundation, and build it from scratch, and build something stronger, more stable in its place. Okay. This is also very strong Scorpio energy, so it's ruled by Mars. It's very interesting. I love that for you, actually. It's very bold. It's amazing. Let's get one on the Two of Wands. Magician. See, exactly. There is something that has started to happen in your energy in the month of July, or I would say months leading up to August. I think I already said that. That is inspiring you to manifest a bigger and a better dream. That's what I keep hearing. You want something grander for yourself, and something has happened in your environment. Some stimulus has come in. I don't know, this can simply mean an epiphany or a cosmic download, or you meet someone who inspires that kind of thinking in you. And you're just like, you know what? Well, some of this has worked for me. And the Queen of Pentacles on the Ten of Cups also makes me think that maybe some of you are walking away from a conventional marriage or a conventional type of commitment to something which feels more tailored to your emotional needs. Like, I think a lot of you are moving away from convention and wanting to define what love, what partnership, what work, all of that means to you. Wow, this is a really big month for you. And I always feel that, you know, our seasons, like our months, so if you're a Leo, then obviously the months of August and mid-July to mid-August is very significant for you. It's like your like birthday, right? Your evaluation of your last 1 year and things like that. So I think capitalize on this energy, Leo. Let's look at what are you manifesting, or what are you likely to be manifesting about with this Magician here. And this is more future energy. So this will, some of you will start to feel it towards the end of August or the last 10 days of August. And some of you might only feel it in September. Okay. Yes, you start to manifest this very bold, I'm not going to give up on my dreams, I'm not going to give up till I get to where I need to get to. And I want to show you this card here because there's a lion on this card. And the sign of Leo is represented by the lion in the tarot. So you're stepping into your own, and look at her. Like, she seems so determined, so composed in her, like she's holding her vision onto that bigger and better tomorrow that we've been talking about. So I think this is huge. This is huge. Let's get you some cards on the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords. 9, right? So 10s mark completion. And I think here you close out some cycle, the 10 of Cups, or you are reevaluating this whole cycle that you've been in. Maybe it could be the last 10 years, last 10 months. And then you go into this energy of, okay, is it time for me to actually just close it out, or do I just want to grab that one additional wand that will help me get to the 10 of Wands, and then I see it through? I think you'll be in a little bit of a transition phase with the 6 of Swords also being here in the months of August and September. And it'll be interesting for us to tap into your October onwards energy, because I think the rest of the year is going to be pretty like game changer type for you. What's the 9 of Swords and the 7 of Swords? The King of Swords. Okay, this is quite good actually. This is quite good because the King of Swords trumps the 9 and the 7 of Swords, because each suit starts from an ace and goes all the way to a 10, and then you have a page, a knight, a queen, and a king. And kings mark maturity of the suit. So what you're showing me through these 3 cards is that while it might stir some anxiety, might stir some uncertainty, might stir some uncomfortable thoughts, you are going to find a way out of it. Like, you're going to strategize and come up with a plan and find a way out of it, because you have clear thinking with the King of Swords. And again, you see the birds. So you have messengers, you have people around you, you have information being downloaded to you that really helps you slay. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to be slaying. You're going to be so committed to your truth. And I love this kind of energy. It's such bold energy. Like, you're going to be so clued in, so switched on. And if we come back to, if we just bring it down a little bit, this energy, you could be, I think some of you who are single and manifesting love, you might actually be able to manifest somebody who's got a really clear head on their shoulders, somebody who gets this journey that you've been on. This is my Aquarius card, but it can indicate somebody with strong air placements in their chart. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could also be a boss figure at work, or somebody who, you know, has a lot of authority in your life. You know, if you're really young, this could be a parent. But somebody helps you. I almost think like this King of Swords is your messenger, or one of the messengers. Because with the Magician card being pulled out twice, the Tower is here. Because, you know, these are major arcanas. Like, the High Priestess are the heart of your reading, and she's got the Magician and the Magician on either corner. So that's huge, because the Magician is number 1, the High Priestess is number 2. So it's almost like your spirit team wants you to know that you have all the tools you need to manifest the life of your dreams, And that is completely confirmed by the placement of the High Priestess and the Magician. And in comes this King of Swords. Now, I don't know whether you already know somebody who's like an Aquarius, or somebody who fits this bill of being very clear-headed, very determined, very ambitious, also very fair and just. Somebody who will say it like it is, and maybe they will help you think through all of this. And this is a good space to be in, because if you remember at some point in the reading, I said manifestation, outcomes, what we're dreaming for, we start to see signs and outcomes when we're manifesting from a place of A, joy, and B, clarity. This is clarity. There's nothing more clearer than King of Swords, or I would say the Ace of Swords, but he's already holding the Ace of Swords. So it's like a double dose of clarity. So I don't think this is you. I think you have support in the month of August. Like somebody comes in and helps you like navigate the course of your life. This is huge, Leo. This is huge. Okay, but I know some of you must be like, okay, but I want to know more about love. Okay, so let's just see. For those of you who are manifesting a romantic partner, I want to see who's coming in specifically for Leo, and maybe this King of Swords will show up again. If he does, then, it's a double confirmation that this is somebody who shows up for you in a romantic sense, but also helps you on this overall existential journey. Who's coming in for Leo when it comes to romantic love for the month of August 2023? Ace of Pentacles. You have a brand new person coming in, or a brand new cycle with somebody that you already know. So far, I'm not picking up on energy of a past person. So if you were looking for new love, I think you definitely have it here with the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is a very nice ace to get in a love reading, because it's a very tactile, it's not fluffy up in the air sort of ace. It's an ace that means business. It's an actual sort of possibility. It's not just up in the air. So I like this for you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Let's see, show us some more. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Nine of Cups, Three of Cups. Okay, well, now I do have some indication of maybe somebody from the past wants to reconcile, because this Queen of Pentacles that you perhaps were walking away from might want to show up again. And I am totally not surprised to see that, because retrogrades, especially a Venus retrograde, is known to stir up things of the past in the romantic sector. And therefore, you might hear from somebody that you've already had a cycle in love with. I think this person sees you as their wish fulfillment and would want to come back and like meet you, maybe go out for a drink, like that sort of thing, and talk about this. For some others, if there's absolutely nobody in the past and this is just not resonating with you, then I feel you are pulling in somebody who's probably a little bit more conventional, a little bit more traditional, but they do feel like a wish fulfillment for you. Like maybe after this soul searching kind of journey, you do want this, you do need this perhaps. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, strength, your energy showing up pretty strong. So see, I was telling you Leo is represented by the lion. So that's your card, strength, in the major arcana. And you are here on the Wheel of Fortune as well, because the Wheel of Fortune has the 4 fixed signs of Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius. So it could be one of those signs that you're pulling in. I think the wheel of luck, the Wheel of Fortune is now turning in your favor, Leo. So you're the chosen one. You're the lucky winner of the Wheel of Fortune this month. How nice. Amazing. Okay, show me a little bit about this person that's coming in. What will be their thoughts, feelings, and sort of desired outcome with Leo? King of Swords again. I told you if the King of Swords shows up, then we know that this is somebody. You have a choice. Some of you have a choice. Somebody who's coming back from the past, and then you're pulling in somebody new. Of course, this is your life, and I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'd put my money on the King of Swords, is what I'm guided to tell you. But ultimately, obviously, it's up to you, because I think this clarity, and you see in this card, his sword is up. This one, his sword is down. So when in the tarot, we see the sword being up, it really just means that very clear communication manifested in reality. So at this point, maybe this is more about thinking, but here it's actually spoken. The truth has been spoken. Something of that sort. Okay, strong Aquarius energy coming through. 3 of Pentacles. You could meet this person at work. Lovers. Oh my God, this is going to feel like a soulmate connection. You are going to like this, Leo. You are going to like this. You have a choice. So now I have a double confirmation that you have a choice in love. You have somebody who's a little bit more traditional, old school, but I think they make you very happy as well. And then you have somebody coming in who's very ambitious, very clear-headed, helps you also in this existential kind of journey. So the choice is yours, Leo, but you've definitely got options in love. And the Six of Swords is here again. There could be somebody also who lives at a distance from you, a physical distance, and they're traveling to come see you, or you meet them when you're on a business trip, or you're just traveling in general. So take it as it resonates. This is looking very good for you, Leo. I'm gonna pull you a few advice cards. Let's see what the universe has for you. What is your advice for Leo to manifest abundance in their love life in the month of August 2023? What's your advice? The Seven of Wands. Ooh, Ten of Cups. The Hierophant. Wow. Some of you have a major commitment coming in. So I think if you've already met somebody and you're just kind of talking and it's the initial stages, I think the level of commitment would elevate. So if somebody might ask you to move in with them or be exclusive, if you're just like casually dating right now, that's the kind of energy I'm picking up on. Some of you might decide to get married to someone, might get engaged, or might pop the question. Like this is very intense, but positive, intense energy that's showing up. And you're very determined. You're going to fight for this. You're like, I don't want to give up till I get the person that I want, till I get the outcome that I want. But on the flip side, just one little watch out, Leo, is that sometimes we want to overly direct and overly maneuver our outcomes, which is the Seven of Wands, like being very, very defensive about how things should pan out. And this is how, or even the timelines, like within the next 3 months, this should happen. By the end of this year, this should happen. I would say let the universe and let your spirit team surprise you. I don't know why there's like really not a single card that I can point out to and say that this is what's inspiring this thought in me, but I am an intuitive reader. So I read energies and I kind of convey how I'm feeling in a reading. And what I'm feeling is that your higher powers, or whatever you consider sacred and holy, is asking you to trust in them. Trust that there is a plan for you, because I have a feeling that you might not even see this King of Swords, because some of you might get so wrapped up in this Queen of Pentacles, or some of you might be so defiant on how things should pan out in your love life that you might, miss the forest for the trees. Like, I don't know, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Like, let go, release in order to receive, is one message that I'm hearing. And I know some other sign also got that. I think it was Gemini, I can't remember. But yeah, your advice this month is, of course, continue to evaluate your belief system, because the Hierophant is also about our beliefs, our spiritual standing in the world. But don't be too stuck on a particular way of getting to an outcome. Like, I think you'll get the outcome that you're manifesting here with these two Magician cards, but you have more support than you realize, if only you would let that support come in. So I know, because this month there's a lot of soul stirring, there's a lot of those big questions being asked, but try and ground yourself and try and believe in something bigger than yourself. I think that'll help you a lot, and that's when maybe a better outcome might be achieved. Okay, very, very bold reading for Leos in the season of Leo. So very exciting. If this video has helped or resonated so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Let me just see here. One card to close out Leo's reading. And this is, these cards are beautiful. This is the Sacred Destiny Oracle. So I will just, I'm not going to read out the message from the book, because I like to read these intuitively. And I will zoom in on the cards so you can also meditate on the image a little bit. Wow, delight. Just look at that. Look at that, Leo. Look at that. And obviously you got another bird. Your messengers are here. I think you are in for a big delight. Allow it.
allow it in, like just make room for it, surrender to the will of the universe, and you'll be pleasantly surprised with what your spirit team has planned for you. So I'm going to leave it there, Leo. Hopefully this resonated, and do hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know, and yeah, share the video and the reading with anybody that you think might benefit from this. Thank you so much for being here and supporting my channel and watching. I really do appreciate it. I wish you all the best. Take care, Leo. Bye bye.